All right. So I've been out. So I've been out and gathered all of these lovely pine cones, green pine cones. Just quickly while I record this. Wow, everything's going on. When they're at this green, what's going on? So as you can see, I've got these lovely green pine cones. These are Scots pine cones. And at the moment, they're about 80–90% water. They're covered in wild yeast. So I've gathered these as the process, as many of you may have seen before. I've done this with noble fir cones, Christmas tree, and I've used a brown sugar. This time I'm doing it with a white sugar, and then once they've sort of kicked out all their liquid, this jar in a few weeks is going to look like a lovely, bubbling, fermenting pine coney number that's also known as a throat-soothing syrup in many countries. The process is also known as chong in Korea, but I'm going to give this a little bit of a boost because I have my noble fir molasses, as I call it. This is very simply a ferment of another type of cone from a Christmas tree, non-native tree, native to North America. So the noble fir has very interesting flavors, a nice lovely pink on the inside. I've done loads of videos, so I'll pop some bits in here. You can see me chopping it with an axe and all sorts of stuff because the cones are so big. So yeah, to kick it off with a double down on flavor, I'm going to use this ferment to help with this ferment. So this is a ferment of the cones, just the syrup. There's no water added to this, and I've re-infused it into ferment with these cones. So we're doing a ferment on a ferment, which is always a glorious thing to double down on flavor. And once this is ready, all this sugar will dissolve because all the liquid inside these little green cones is going to come out. More flavor is going to be added into the mix, and I'm going to very slowly simmer it for about 20 hours or so. Sounds long, but the result is delicious. You get these lovely little jammy cones that are like almost like the consistency of an artichoke heart. They're very delicate to decorate dishes and cakes and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, doubling down on the flavor as usual, and check back in to see how this one comes out.